Search and destroy strategy, bog offense. Alright, we're going to grab the bomb here and we're going to try and plant it at B. So we're going to come straight through. We're going to head right in. At this point here, we're actually looking at that gap between the bus and that crate on the other side. That's where we're going to throw a grenade and hopefully catch someone there. Usually you can, but not every time. Unfortunately, when we get to this point, which is a very high risk area, we get pounded with stun grenades, as you can see, which tells me that someone's coming. You can see a shadow there. Probably firing was not the greatest idea here. You're going to see me switch to handgun quickly to see if I can pull some shots off. But I have another teammate there, so I back off. And notice I go to prone to reload. Once I'm done reloading, I check quickly to see who's alive, throw smoke to cover any snipers at that end there. I don't want them in the bus, and I don't want them near from A if they're hiding there. So I snubbed them out there, and I know there was another teammate looking down that way. So if he died, I'd know that there's a sniper at the other end. Plant the bomb. Now I get hit again by stun, so I drop to prone. It's very difficult. I mean, they're hitting me, but there's a dude behind me as well, which is likely who they're aiming at. Drop to prone. You're a hell of a lot less of a target if you do that. Alright, there's two reasons why I'm prone and in this particular position. First of all, prone is an excellent way, particularly if you're in this open area here. It takes any movement off. There's always someone on your team or someone moving around that's going to attract attention from the enemy player. But more importantly, I'm facing in an angle here, looking at the right side of the bus, and I'm watching the left side of the bus. The reason why I'm doing that is because one of my teammates was killed over there, which told me, because you could see the skull, so it's telling me that there was an enemy player over there. In all probability, I should have seen, one of the enemy players actually running by, either through that area there, or peeking out, or somehow looking. And because I'm in a prone position, they're not going to look in the middle of the bog. Almost no one ever usually lies there, so that's why, I mean, it seems ridiculous, but the most ridiculous places sometimes are overlooked by the enemy, and that's why I do it. But I'm actually not looking at the bus. I'm constantly watching both ways to see if I can see him. And I don't actually see him, so I get up after a while, and then I nail him in the end. Alright, we're going to B again. I just wanted to actually point out, I just paused it here only because you saw me sort of struggling around there. There was another player that I got caught up on, and we're sort of fumbling about around the car. This area here is not an area where you want to be fumbling. As far as I'm concerned, I'm very lucky to be alive. You want to avoid that area. Just as there's an area just out the gate when you're on defense, that area there is highly prone to sniper fire from the other side, and normally they're able to clip someone coming out of there. So that moment there, I was lucky that there weren't any skilled snipers on the other side, or I definitely would have been owned. Now I head to B, and normally I would throw a grenade early on this side here, but because of that fumble in the beginning, I get a little closer before I throw it. And as soon as I'm done, I drop to prone. This area is great. You get cover from the car, and then I can look out my right side. I'm actually peeking out, and that's how I saw that dude. It wasn't because it was lucky, it's because I'm constantly looking as if I'm watching a movie instead of getting tunnel vision. Now all of a sudden there's a guy firing over here. That's who I'm going to nail. Again, you see me, even though that guy's there, you want to drop to prone. That guy gets confused. Sometimes if players see you drop, they think you killed him or someone else killed them, and they leave you alone. Even for a split second is enough to plow into the guy. So I get UAV. Obviously, you got UAV. Other than reloading, you want to be aggressive. Go after them. Don't leave them and wait and try and defend. You got UAV, they have no idea. They start second-guessing themselves and backtracking. So take advantage of it and be aggressive. Alright, we grabbed the bomb here, and our intention is to plant at B. We run along here, and we're actually going to throw a grenade between the bus and that crate, because it's a high traffic area. And I just pause it here because I just want to quickly talk about what I'm actually doing. I have the bomb. What I'm about to do, you should not do unless you're ready. I'm not saying that I'm like the greatest or anything like that, but I'm prepared for what's around there, and it's a high-risk maneuver to be taking the bomb into enemy territory, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're likely going to get killed, and next thing you know, the bomb's deep in there, easily protected by the enemy, and then your other teammates are going to have a hard time getting it out. So just keep that in mind. If you do have the bomb, try not taking it to places that are hard to get to or are going to be difficult for your teammates to recover. Just be wary of enemy players to the left and right of that opening. Now I know usually there's one or two there, and we snap up two quickly there. As soon as I get around, I drop to prone. You're going to see me drop because, you know what, I just killed two players. They're going to be looking for me. I throw smoke because I need to reload and I need time. I'm in a high-risk area there. They could be back at the other bomb site, clearly looking down. I put a claymore just in case they're trying to run and rush me. And then the smoke obviously also provides me an additional time so I can plant the bomb. And once I get it planted, you know, we go scouting. I think it was only one player left here, so you can be fairly aggressive. I don't care if it seems easy. My job is to protect that bomb. I'm not looking for crazy amount of kills. I stay put and defend that bomb. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Go to NextGenTactics.com for more strategies on Call of Duty.